is Raina. Thank you for visiting my crochet channel. Today I want to show you how to crochet the 3D doily. And I love this pattern because it doesn't resemble any other doily I've seen, and it sort of gives you a feeling as if it's a multi-dimensional. So when you look at it with fresh eyes, it seems to curve around the edges, and sometimes it funnily reminds me of a car wheel. And for the green doily, it's actually color named olive when you look at Lisbeth's crochet thread selection. So I used Lisbeth thread size 20 for this, and a crochet hook size 1.5 millimeters. And I like to use that finer thread because it really makes beautiful, fine, intricate doily. But today, to make it easier to follow the pattern, I'm using a size 10 crochet thread, and I use 2 millimeter crochet hook. So it's gonna create a little bit bigger doily. And just to give you an idea, this doily measures about 11 inches in diameter. And the pattern consists of 31 rounds, so you need a little bit of time to finish the project. And I will have helpful notes throughout the video. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to help. And we can begin our project. And we're going to start this with slip knot. And chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and join this into a ring with a slip stitch in the first chain. And now we are starting our rounds. The first one, chain 2, and this counts as our first double crochet stitch, and then double crochet 15 more times in the ring, so to have a total of 16 double crochets. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and we're going to join this ring with a slip stitch into the third chain. The second round, we're going to chain 3, and this will count as our first double crochet as well as the 1 chain space. And then we will double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the next, chain 1, double crochet into the next. Do this all around, so you will have 16 double crochets and 16 1 chain spaces. And I will finish again with a slip stitch into the second chain of the beginning. So with this pattern, I always start with 2 chains that make up the first double crochet, not 3 but 2. our third row, slip stitch into the next chain space, then chain 2, that counts as the first double crochet, and double crochet twice into that same chain space, now a double crochet 3 times into the next chain space. And keep doing this all around, 3 double crochets in each chain space. You will end up with 48 double crochet stitches. And I will end this row again with a slip stitch into the second chain. And our round 4, chain 2, and double crochet in each next 3 stitch. 1, 2, 3. Then double crochet twice in the next, and do 1 more double crochet, and then chain 1. The next group, double crochet once in each 4, 2, 3, 4, then twice in the 5th, again once in the 6th, and chain 1. And keep doing this all around. You will end up with 8 groups of these 7 double crochet stitches and 8 chain 1 spaces. I will finish this round with slip stitch into the second chain, and our round 5, chain 2, and double crochet twice in the next. Now double crochet 1 in each next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now chain and start a new group. First 1 double crochet in the next stitch, again twice in the next, and 1 double crochet in each next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again chain 1 and start a new group. You will have 8 of these 8 double crochet groups in this round. And round 6, we chain 2, and now double crochet in each next 5 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then double crochet twice in the next. 1, 2, and double crochet 1 in the next. Chain 1 and continue the second group. Now do each group like this. Double crochet 6 times in each stitch, then double crochet twice in the next and once in the next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Now double crochet twice, and now one more double crochet. Again chain 1, and keep doing these groups all around. Round 7, we chain 2 and double crochet twice in the next stitch. 1, 2, and then double crochet once in each next 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again chain 1 and start the next group, and keep repeating this all around. Do 1 double crochet first, then next crochet twice, 2 double crochets, and then each next 7 double crochet once, and again chain 1 and do the next group. Round 8, start with 2 chains and double crochet once in each next 7 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Double crochet twice in the next. 1, 2, and once in the last of this group, and chain 1. And in the next groups work 8 double crochets in each next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then double crochet twice into the 9th, and again once into the 10th, and chain 1, and keep doing these groups all around. And if the edges curve a bit inwards, it's okay, because it's going to flatten out later as we proceed with our pattern. Round 9, start with 2 chains and double crochet twice in the next. And once in each next 9 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the difference now is that we are going to chain 2, and then keep doing the groups the same way. First double crochet once in the first stitch, twice in the next, and then once in each next 9, and then again chain 2 all around. And after I finished row 9 with a slip stitch into the second beginning chain, I will start round 10, and I will single stitch in that same stitch and single stitch. That second one is always hard to get here. And single stitch in each stitch around. So that means you'll have 12 single stitches. on top of each double crochet. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next step here would be to chain 2 and 3 double crochet into the chain space. So 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. Again, chain 2 and single stitch across the next group of double crochets, and again make 12 single stitches. And keep this, doing this all around. When you reach the next 2 chain space, chain 2, double crochet 3 times in the space, chain 2, and again do 12 single stitches. And I finished round 10 with a slip stitch into the first single stitch of that we started with. Round 11, slip stitch into the next and single stitch into the same. And then single stitch 9 more. So you have total 10. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 single stitches, then chain 3, double crochet 3 times into the 2 chain space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and double crochet 3 times into the other side here, 2 chain space, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, skip the first single stitch here from previous row and start single stitching into the next. Again, make 10 single stitches and then repeat this all around. And round 12, again we start with slip stitching into the next single stitch here and single crochet into the same space and do 7 more. So we need here a total of 8 single stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now chain 4, double crochet 3 times into the 3 chain space, 2, 3, chain 1, double crochet 3 into the 1 chain space, chain 1 and double crochet 3 times into the other side, 3 chain space, 2, 3, and again chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the first single stitch here, this one, and start single stitching into the next and do 8 single stitches. And keep working this sequence all around. I finished round 13 with a slip stitch into the first single stitch. We can start row 14, slip stitch into the next, and single stitch into the same, single stitch in the next 5 stitches 1 time. So we need total 6 here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and double crochet 3 in the 4 chain space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, double crochet 3 times in the next chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, double crochet into the next chain 1 space, make 3 again. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and double crochet 3 times in a 4 chain space here in a corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip first stitch, single stitch, and single stitch in the next, and repeat 6 single stitches here, and then again 5 chains and the whole part with double crochets. And round 14, it's a bit different. Slip stitch in first 4 single stitches here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the last one and slip stitch into 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now chain 2 and double crochet 2 in the remaining chain space. Chain 1, and now keep doing the 3 double crochets into each chain 1 space. And when you're done with 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1 and do 3 more in the corner space here. So you have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now chain 3 and just reach over to the next part and start double crocheting into the 5 chain space here up in the corner. And then keep repeating this sequence all around. And I finished round 14 with a slip stitch into that second chain that I started with. Round 15, single stitch in that same stitch, and now single stitch in each stitch until you have 19. So 1, 2, 3 on top of double crochets, 4th into the chain space, Again, 3 here, 1 here, 3 here, 1. And so when you reach here, you have 19 single stitches. And when you're done with 19 single stitches here across, chain 2, and now make 3 double crochets in the previous row, 3 chain space. 1, 2, and 3. Again, chain 2 and start your 19 single stitches in the next group, and do this all around. And I finished this with a slip stitch into the first single stitch. Now round 16, slip stitch into the next stitch and single stitch into the same stitch. Then keep single stitching across until you have 17 single stitches here in this part. Now chain 3 and double crochet 3 times in the 2 chain space. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1 and double crochet 3 times on the other side, the 2 chain space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3 and then skip next single stitch, this one, and start single stitching in the next, and again to 17 single stitches, and keep repeating this all around. Again, I finished with a slip stitch into the first single stitch and slip stitch into the next, and now do 15 single stitches here in this part. And after 15 single stitches, chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and double crochet 3 times into the 3 chain space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, double crochet 3 times into the chain space, chain 1 and double crochet 3 times into the 3 chain space. Again, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip the first single stitch, this one, and start single stitching into the next to 15 single stitches, and repeat this all around. And round 18, we're going to do the same slip stitch in the next single stitch, single crochet into that same, and then single crochet 12 more, so you have 13 single crochets across here. And then we chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and start the 3 double crochets. The first one in the 4 chain space here. 1, 2, 3, then chain 1, and then do another 3 double crochets in this space, chain 1, 3 double crochets in this space, chain 1, and 3 double crochets in the 4 chain space here. Then chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip the next single stitch here and start single crocheting in the next, and do 13 single crochets across, and then keep repeating this. 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4 3 double crochet parts, chain 1 between each, and then again 5 chains. And now round 19, we're gonna repeat the same with just different numbers. So again, we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, single stitch now 11 across here, 11, then chain 6, double crochet 3 times in a 5 chain space, chain 1, 3 times in here, chain 1, 3 times in here, chain 1, 3 times in here, chain 1, and 3 times in 5 chain space, and chain 6. And when you reach here, again skip the first stitch and single stitch 11 across here, and then repeat again 6 chains and so forth. That will be our round 19. I finished round 19 and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 double crochet parts here. Round 20, same thing. Slip stitch into the next single stitch, single crochet into the same, and into each next 8. So you need to have 9 single crochets across here, then chain 7 and do the 3 double crochets again, 1 in a 6 chain space, chain 1, then 3 double crochets in this space, chain 1, and so forth. And you finish the 3 double crochets here in a 6 chain space, and then again chain 7, and then skip this first single stitch, single crochet into the next, and do 9. And this is our round 20. And on row 20 we have 6 of these 3 double crochet parts here. Round 21. So we slip stitch into the first single stitch. This is going to be a different round. Slip stitch in each next 8 single stitch. And then also slip stitch in 6 chains here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The last chain remains unworked. Then chain 2 and double crochet twice into that remaining chain space here. And now keep doing the 3 double crochets across here. Chain 1 and make 3 double crochets in each chain 1 space. And you're gonna have 7 here on this part. And then after 7, 3 double crochet parts and 1 chain between each. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach over to the next part here, the next 7 chain space, and start doing your 3 double crochets here. So first one in the corner here, 1, 2, 3, and then continue, chain 1 and do the 3 double crochets across. And again at the end, just chain 5 and reach over to the next chain 7 space. And I finished round 21st with a slip stitch into the beginning 2nd chain here. Round 22, single stitch into that same stitch, and now single stitch in each stitch here. So 1 single stitch on top of each double crochet and 1 single stitch in each chain space. And do this across here till the last double crochet. You'll have 27 single stitches. And when you're done with single stitches across this part here, chain 3 and double crochet 3 times into the 5 chain space. 2 and 3, chain 3 again, 2, 3, and start your single stitches again on top of each double crochet and in each 1 chain space to make 27 single stitches again. And then again in the next 5 chain space, chain 3, double crochet 3 times and chain 3. And I finished this round with a slip stitch into the first single stitch. Row 23rd, slip stitch into the next stitch and then start single stitching. Single stitch 25 here, leave the last single stitch unworked, chain 4, 2, 3, 4, make 3 double crochets into the 3 chain space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and make 3 double crochets on the other side in the other 3 chain space, 1, 2 and 3, chain 4, 2, 3, 4, skip the first single stitch here and single stitch into the next and make again 25 single stitches on this part, and then keep repeating this. And I finished round 23rd with a slip stitch into the first single stitch, and we're going to repeat these rounds again. So round 24, slip stitch into the next, single stitch in the same stitch, and now single stitch across here. So you'll have 23 single stitches. Then chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, make 3 double crochets into the 4 chain space, chain 1, double crochet 3 times into this chain space, chain 1, and make 3 double crochets into the 4 chain space again, and then repeat chain 5, skip the first single stitch here, and single crochet across 23 times. And round 25 is gonna be the same with just different numbers. Slip stitch into the next stitch, single stitch into the same, and now do 20 more single stitches here. So you need to have 21 single crochet stitches here. Then you will chain 6, make 3 double crochets into the 5 chain space, chain 1, 3 double crochets here, chain 1, 3 double crochets here, chain 1, and 3 double crochets in 5 chain space here. Then again you chain 6, skip the first single stitch, and single crochet 21 across here. Keep doing this all around. And for the reminder here, I finish each of these rounds with a slip stitch into that first single stitch I started the round with, this one. So slip stitch, and then slip stitch into the next, and also single stitch, single crochet in it, and then continue with this. Round 26, now we make 19 single crochet stitches across here, and also every time we reach the end of single stitches we leave the last single stitch unworked. And then round 26 we have to chain 7 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're gonna start doing our 3 double crochets here. So first one in a 6 chain space, chain 1, second here, third here, fourth here, and fifth here in 6 chain space, and always chain 1 between each of these 3 double crochets. So then we have 5 3 double crochet parts here on this round. And then we chain 7 again, skip the first single stitch here, and single stitch 19. Keep repeating this all around. And round 29 we'll repeat again. We will single stitch here 13 times, chain 10 here, then double crochet in each chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and as always chain 1 between each. Here chain 10, skip first single stitch, and again single crochet 13 times, and then repeat this all around. And we have one more round to repeat the pattern, and this is round 30. We need to single crochet here 11, and then also we chain 11 here. Then we do our 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, chain 1 between each. Then here again chain 11, skip first single stitch and single crochet 11, and then repeat this all around. And we made it to our last round. Yay! We can now crochet the edge. Okay, so for that we're going to slip stitch into the next, like before, single stitch in it, and now do 8 more, so we have 9 single stitches here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now chain 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then skip the first double crochet here, this one, and slip stitch into the second, the middle one. And now we're going to work in these chain 1 spaces. So we're going to do 1/2 double crochet here into that space. We're going to do 1 double crochet. Then we're doing 1 treble crochet. Then again 1 double and 1/2. There. And here is my finished 3D doily. I blocked it, and I like to use spray starch and leave it drying overnight, and that's when it's really getting this firm and beautiful shape. And this one measures about 14.5 inches in diameter. So have fun with this pattern. Let me know if you have any questions. You can leave the question and feedback in the comments, and I'm here to help you. Happy crocheting!